Hi everyone, my name is Nicole and I'm a homeschooling mom to 3 kiddos. This year I have a kindergartner, a preschooler, and a baby. And today we're going to be sharing some of our favorite read aloud picture books that are perfect for preschoolers and kindergartners. But before we get into the list, if you guys wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up, it's a free way to support my channel and it also helps me know what type of videos to make for you guys. If you guys haven't already, please consider subscribing to follow us along on our homeschool journey. We're an eclectic homeschool family, mainly pulling from the Charlotte Mason, Montessori, and Waldorf methods, but we also like to do a lot of themed unit studies as well. Alright, so let's get into the list. The first book we have is Owl Babies. This is a really adorable story that helps reassure little ones that mommy will come home. It's like the 3 little owlets just waiting and waiting for their mommy to come back home. Beautiful. Next we have Cats for Sale. A tale of a peddler, some monkeys, and their monkey business. Now, this is a really fun read, and I actually really like the way my husband reads this to our kids. And we always like to do the hand motions and body gestures that are in this book. Like, you monkeys, you better give me back my caps. My kids just get such a kick out of it. Of course, we have the classic, The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Great way for teaching the metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly. And as usual, wonderful illustrations by Eric Carle. And it also teaches about days of the week, counting, and different types of fruits and food. And then we have the classic, The Little Engine That Could. Great for inspiring self-confidence and courage and determination. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And this is the original complete edition. It just has a lot more to it than the abridged version. There's that. Next we have some Angus books. So we have Angus and the Ducks, as well as Angus and the Cat. And then there's also Angus Lost, but we don't have that one quite yet. But these are just really delightful reads. They're about a little Scottish terrier named Angus, and he just gets into a lot of mischief. He's very curious. And some pages are in black and white, and other pages have a bit of color to them, just a little pop of color. And they're just so much fun. We really like the Angus books. Next we have Charlie Goes to School. Now this is actually a part of a series called Charlie the Ranch Dog. There's lots of different books, and it's actually written by the Pioneer Woman, which is pretty cool. But Charlie Goes to School is actually about homeschool. So Charlie the Basset Hound here creates his own school on the ranch, his own little homeschool, and tries to educate the other dogs and horses and the farm cat. It's pretty funny, but we love Charlie. Charlie's so funny. Okay. Then we have another classic, Make Way for Ducklings. And this is about Mr. and Mrs. Mallard trying to find the perfect spot to have and raise their ducklings at. And then you can't forget the folktale classics. So we have The Little Red Hen. We have The 3 Bears. The 3 Little Pigs. And The 3 Billy Goats Gruff. Now the 3 Billy Goats Gruff is my kids' favorite. And we actually have this nice wooden toy that we bought off of Etsy, and the kids like to play with it as I read, and they reenact the scenes and go trip trap over the wooden bridge, and it's just so much fun. I would also say The 3 Little Pigs. I wouldn't recommend this for sensitive kiddos. just because, you know, the wolf does eat the pigs and the pig does eat the wolf at the end. So just something to be mindful of. Also, we really like the books that are illustrated by Paul Galdona. I don't know if I'm saying that right, you guys, but he just is a very wonderful illustrator. And then we have Little Blue Truck. Now this is my son's absolute favorite. He even had a Little Blue Truck birthday party. But this is just a very fun, rhythmic read. And I'll kind of give you a little peek into it. It goes, horn went beep, engine purred, friendliest sounds you've ever heard. Little Blue Truck came down the road. Beep, said Blue to a big green toad. Toad said, frog, and winked an eye when Little Blue Truck went rolling by. So it's just so much fun. Next we have Polar Bear, what do you hear? Now I'm sure you guys are all familiar with Brown Bear, what do you see? And maybe even Panda Bear, what do you see? But this one is What Do You Hear? Again by Bill Martin Jr. and illustrated by Eric Carle. But this one is fun to make all of the different animal noises with your kids. And it's a wonderful repetitive book to work on memory work, as well as developing those vocabulary skills with the very little ones. Now the next books I have to share with you guys are actually early readers, but they work wonderful as picture book read-alouds as well. And they're both by Arnold Lobel. And the first one we have is Frog and Toad, and this one we have is the Storybook Favorites. This collection includes Frog and Toad Are Friends, Frog and Toad Together, Frog and Toad All Year, and Days with Frog and Toad. And the stories are short and very humorous, and I've pretty much found that anything by Arnold Lobel tends to be pretty funny, so highly recommend Frog and Toad. And then the other one is Mouse Soup, and this is one of my son's absolute favorite books. Loves Mouse Soup. Again, it's really funny. It's very witty. And then the last book I have is the classic Madeline. This was my favorite book when I was a little girl, but it's not just for girls. My son also really loves Madeline as well. And it's a very rhythmic read. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. It's just such a good little story. Wonderful illustrations. I just really love Madeline. So that about covers it, you guys. Those are our absolute top favorite picture books for preschool and kindergarten. And if you guys want to get a full Charlotte Mason inspired preschool book list, I do have one available for download on my blog, and so I'll be sure to link that down in the description box for you guys. And if you guys haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.